Radical Heights enters early access, Dauntless will be entering open beta soon. All that and more, I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First up in the news this week, if you're a fan of CG Projekt Red's free-to-play CCG Gwent, then you might be sad to hear that it'll have limited updates over the next 6 months. This is in large part due to CG Projekt focusing on revamping Gwent's gameplay to refocus it on their core gamers' feedback, upgrading the visuals of the game, and changing the player progression and feel of the game. All of this and the single-player campaign called Thornbreaker is part of their homecoming project that will bring Gwent out of beta and into a fully released state. The downside, as previously stated, there is only going to be 2 small updates, one in April and one in May, each of which only really includes small additions and tweaks. Basically, they're focusing on the long game, which is to get Gwent primed for launch. It's not really a bad strategy, and since it's CG Projekt Red, I do trust them. Are you still playing Gwent? Leave me a comment down below. Creative Assembly's released a decent-sized new patch for their free-to-play team-based strategy game Total War Arena. For those of you tired of looking the same rotation of maps, there's a new Oasis map available for you to check out, tweaks to friendly fire, a new ability for melee units to make the battles more dynamic, and other small tweaks. Plus, for those looking for ranked battles, the team has now started development on the feature. Personally, I do enjoy playing Total War Arena from time to time, and this patch does seem solid. Can't go wrong with more maps, if they're polished, of course. Boss Key Productions released the follow-up to their hit, release title called Lawbreakers, and it's called Radical Heights. The free-to-play Battle Royale title is already far more popular than Lawbreakers ever was, sporting a 24-hour peak of over 7,000 players and an all-time peak of 12,314. What you can expect from the game is a standard Battle Royale bits, but with a cash collecting system that allows you to purchase weapons in the game at vendors, with the cash collected during each round. As you can see by the trailer, the game features a wacky game show type theme that reminds me of Far Cry 3's Blood Dragon. To conclude this story, I leave you with this. Next up, it's nearly time for everyone to take to the Shattered Isles as Phoenix Labs' free-to-play monster hunting title Dauntless will be entering open beta on May 24th. Originally planned to hit open beta in the fall of 2017, Phoenix Labs has reworked weapons, improved exploration, removed loot boxes, and more in order to polish up the game. If you're hyped about Dauntless and want a Founders Pack before open beta starts, you'll need to pick one up before the open beta because that's when the Founders program ends. Overall, I'm pretty happy Dauntless is finally entering open beta and will definitely be checking it out. But will you? It's time for the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked if you all think Lawbreakers will ever go free to play. The consensus was no, with a user by the name of Co stated the following: Lawbreakers, LOL. They did everything wrong. Not worth going free. This week, if you wish for your comment to possibly featured on next week's show, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, will you play Dauntless once the open beta begins? Why or why not? Last up in the news this week, if you've been awaiting Hearthstone's newest expansion, the Witchwood, it's now live. Unfortunately, Monster Hunter is not live just yet, as it was delayed until April 26th. Other than Monster Hunt, the expansion brought with it 135 new cards, the Echo and Rush keywords, and the start of the Year of the Raven. Another good-sized expansion by Blizzard. You know what is always expanding? The giveaways page, of course. Yes, be sure to head on over there, check out that giveaways page, bookmark it, and check it daily to ensure you never miss one. You never know when you might get lucky. As for myself, signing out until next week's show, my name is Zach Sharps, and I'll catch you guys next time.